Hello, everybody. My name is Melanie Mbulayeni. Once again, welcome to another episode of the Great Things podcast. We are again graciously hosted by Psych Inc., a division of Welllife Hub, the psychology practices based in Pretoria, Sunnyside in South Africa. And I always bring through exciting and wonderful guests on board. And today is no exception. I have with me a long-term friend within the aviation industry. We cannot stop talking. So it's going to be crazy if we cannot end this conversation because it's possible. I have with me none other than Mosidi Khoele.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so good to have you.
Thank you.
It's good to see that smile.
Thank you.
My long-term friend, we have been in and out of each other's spaces within the aviation spaces for over 20 years now, right?
I'm thinking 20 years.
Yes, around
20
about
years.
that.
When
yeah.
you were still at CAA, by
When
the
I was
way.
still at CAA.
When you were still at
Oh
CAA.
my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, and I left CAA in 2011. Eh?
See.
So, and that's when I left, and I was there for about plus minus 10 years. It's plus minus because I was there when I was still a student and then working and then I was like, okay,
Yep.
For now, let's take a break.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
No, definitely.
You are now the Senior Manager Operations for GAAL.
Yes.
What exactly is GAAL? Just tell us.
Okay, GAAL is Gateway Airport Authority Limited. It's a 3D government owned entity.
Okay.
And basically what GAAL does manages all the Limpopo province airports.
Oh.
It's just that people know it as Polokwane International
I thought
Airport.
it was the Polokwane International
No.
Airport. I see.
No. Remember
Yeah.
now, the provincial government owns different, small airports in the
Okay.
province.
Oh.
Yes, so GAAL basically manages those airports.
Ah.
So the big one and where we are based is Polokwane International Airport.
Thanks for that clarity right off the bat. Because
Yep.
for me, I thought GAAL is a managing authority for the Polokwane Airport. But then it's
and
like
it's
an
very
airport
funny.
authority.
Some people don't even know there's an airport in Polokwane.
Yes, I know. We will get into that because people in Gauteng thinks everything starts and stops in Gauteng,
Exactly,
right? And
exactly.
that's it. Our podcast is Great Things podcast. I just want to start you off because I know we are started because we know each other, but
Yes,
we
yes.
just want to get a little bit more into who you are, what makes you tick, what gets into your space, and you say, you know what, today I'm gonna do great things because of this.
I think from a very young age, I've been a person who's just inquisitive about everything around me.
Yeah, if there's anybody who knows everything about everything.
Yes. So I get involved in a whole lot of things, and I think growing up really I've always been like that, and choosing aviation, it was a matter of I'm not happy with just working for government, because at the time I was doing internship with the government. I'm like, but I want something interesting.
Fascinating.
Yes, and fascinating. I knew that I was not going to be a pilot, but what else is out there? Then that prompted me to now start checking what else is there, in aviation. Then, I got into aviation through ATNS. I think we'll talk about that much later. But I think I am a person that I refuse to be confined into just one space or one position. I refuse to be seen just as a mother.
Yeah.
I refuse to be just seen as a senior manager operations. I refuse to be seen just as a worship leader at church. I want to be all of these things and do them properly.
And do them well.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, boy,
That's me.
You are striving for that.
Yep. No.
Sometimes it looks like I am failing at all of them. Does it not feel like?
You know what? What becomes important is the balance.
Yeah.
And you spoke about great things. And, if you ask me, what is really great things? For me, it's not just being a great leader or being an executive or being a leader at work. It's about being that, but also being a mother, being a wife, balancing all those things. For me, that's what defines greatness, because I hate it when you get into a career, right? And you say, I didn't want to get married. I didn't want kids because I wanted to push a career.
Woman,
and I'm like, no. Why can't I be a career woman, a good one for that matter, and still be a good mother, and still, be a worship leader at church, be a leader at church? Because at a situation where now we are saying, no, I left church, I left God because I was busy pushing a career. I don't subscribe to that. I don't. So doing great things for me is being able to take all these aspects of life, putting them together and balancing, and make sure that you can be great in all this.
Sure, Mosidi, you've got it. I think you've nailed it on the head, because you're saying, being great, you can be good at this, and all of it cumulatively becomes the great person that we know. And all of us, we experience you quite differently. I on some days experience you as across the boardroom.
Oh yes.
As as a peer, and we are trying to get aviation getting on within the country, wherever. And then I experience you as a mom at the pickup line at school, right? And then I experienced you as a soccer crazy. No, we're not going to talk about which team.
But we have to.
No.
Okay, later.
The soccer crazy people. So and then there's the time when I experience your soccer craziness. And I experience your wifehood, and earlier before we started recording, we're talking about your in-laws' family commitments that you have coming up, and all of that becomes intertwined in who you are, and you become this great person. But you were not born like that, right? So tell us where it all comes from.
Yes.
Umutswana, right?
So let me tell you, by the way, I'm a twin. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Now we know.
Yes. I'm a twin, and I've got a twin sister.
Oh.
And it's just that my twin sister is a special needs child, but is an adult now. So you must know, being twins from a very young age, I had somebody to take care of. I was that one that started working at like 9 months. And she only started working like after 2, because really of the some of the issues, with her. But so you must know that if you've got a twin, you started working at 9 months, here's somebody who can walk. From a very young age, you learn to help someone.
You are the helper.
I remember, a very funny story, and my mother always tells the story and say, I'll be working with the two of you, matching outfits, and people will just stop me and say, oh, cute, and na. And people will be asking, what's your name? What's your names? And I will be like, I'm Mosidi. Okay, son,
oh. So
already. And because you only started, I think, learning how to speak at the age of like 9. And then now, you must know I was. So I think that really defined who I am. It really defined my character, because I'm a sister, I'm a big sister. Wherever I get it, I'm a big sister. And I've always been like that. And that, in later years will define my leadership style, because I'm a kind of a leader where I become a mother. you know, it doesn't matter how old you are. You know, I recently left SAA, and you know, when they were having a farewell, and I listened to what they were saying, and I realized that my leadership style really was more shaped by how I grew up, because I mean, it has always been, I take charge.
Yes, you do.
You
take charge, but not even in a brushed way. Now I get it, in a motherly, nurturing way. You know,
and
like
it comes natural.
You are such a natural nurturer. Yeah,
true.
It's like there is safety always around you.
Yes.
And I think I like having people like you on my couch, because sometimes, especially in this aviation industry that we're in, you look a person in the eye and you say something, you know, in confidence, not even to keep it secret, but in confidence, because you feel like this is a sister, she's within this industry, she's within my struggle, she gets this and that, and then suddenly, you know, it's out there, not even out there, but this person is acting somehow, so you kind of not feel safe sometimes in these conversations, in these environments. But with you, it does not matter how long it takes for me to not see you, because we've never worked together in the same company. We've always been together. But whenever we see each other, we can openly talk about what is happening around us.
And what has been happening.
Yeah, and what has been happening. And I would not hear about, you know, that one said, or you know, that one is like, and
at that time, you know, the only person I told this to, Kimusi.
You know, it's no, but that's wonderful, man.
No,
so
I think really for me, you know, and we don't realize this because we are raising kids. By the way, our kids go to the same school.
Yes, they go to the same school. We're in the same pickup line.
We're raising kids, and I think it becomes important that we are mindful of what we are sowing into these kids, because I look at myself and I'm like, my goodness me, my earlier years has defined who I become. And I'm like, okay, what do I want my kids to become? And what is it that I'm sowing in them? You get what I'm saying? Because it is going to shape what they become. It starts there. It definitely starts there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. No,
it does.
Yeah, you're giving a very good perspective in terms of upbringing. In the previous episode, I was talking to my dad, and it's funny how he lights up. He's 81 years old, but when he talks about his father and mother and his upbringing, how it's still shaping the way he leads and he runs his family even now. He still says, like my father, 81 years ago, you know. So that's a very big influence on that. So you grow up in
Bapong.
In Bapong.
Brits.
So you're not in the northwest. You are northwest light.
What do you mean?
You are Tswana light.
Okay. Let me.
We Pretoria people, we claim Brits. You understand? It's like Bapong is just here.
But let me tell you then. I think I came to Brits only when I was 9 years old.
Okay.
So my earlier years was the other side of Rustenburg. You know, there will be places you won't even know them. It's Motlabe and Mababutle, right? Okay. That's where my mother was born, and my grandmother and great grandparents really comes from that place. So at the time, my mother was the only one who was on the northwest light, like you call it.
Oh, okay.
So when I talk about my family, I talk about Rustenburg and
on the other side.
Yes, on the other side, because then at the time it was just myself and like my family that was in Brits. So most of it, when I'm in Brits, the way I speak, there is a Rustenburg influence on the language, to the point that my husband, when I'm with my Rustenburg people, is like, what were you saying?
What?
Because because we go deep
We are
like that.
hella.
No, not even, but we go deep
deeper.
because he's from Hammanskraal.
Yeah.
That's not Swan. I don't know what it. You
No,
cannot
it's Pitori. Leave us Pretorians. It's Pitori.
Exactly. So I grew up there. I went to school. Okay, I started. I think the first three years of my school years. Yeah. It was Rustenburg. Then only when I did standard 2 at the time, then we moved to Brits.
Don't tell me you went to Tsoho High School as well.
No. Tsoho ke Maka.
No, but everybody from that side.
No. Mine, and it was a new school, by the way. It was a Roman Catholic school called St. Teresa. Okay, the middle school also was new. Johanne Mukolobetsi. Then high school was St. Teresa.
But Johanne Mukolobetsi?
Yes.
My goodness.
There is
John the Baptist.
Yep. Yes, that's
because when you were baptized.
Muna, it was Roman schools,
yes.
And we had to attend
the mass and everything.
The mass and I'll be so lost because Namos I started being Zalwane at a very young age.
Yeah.
And I'll be so lost. But the discipline. Those schools. You will get that discipline and whether you are Mzalwane or you are a Roman Catholic or you are what, all parents wanted their kids.
Yes. No, I mean I also know within I also found out in the podcast with my dad that he also went to a Roman Catholic. So he was talking about how they had to recite. You know how you recite.
Dumela Maria, all those things.
Yeah, but in Latin. You get into Latin as well.
But that's sad.
Yeah, like the ones in Latin. So it's interesting. But I mean, those are good quality schools, as you're saying, instilling discipline, instilling values, and the values that really are also needed, even in our kids today. They are very much needed. And
they are.
In this day and age, more than ever, we have to instill them in the home. Because we're not going to rely on the schools.
We can't
do that, anymore.
We can't because now you look at the schools and them trying to balance. Because now everybody's like, but you can't say this is just a prayer. No. You must be relevant to this religion. You must. So you have to make sure that you build a good foundation for your kids at home. I think with us it was more of the teachers were like our mothers.
Yes.
Were shaping who we become, honestly. But in this day and age, no. It's about what you do at home because out there it's hectic.
It's hectic out there.
Out there it's
the
hectic.
world out there.
Out there it's hectic. And I tell people I'm raising 3 teenagers now. And I look at it and I'm like, Mudimu, when we are done here, I just want to go on holiday. I can't wait for them, all of them to reach 21. You
will never. You will never. You're a parent for life. No. I saw it. I see it even now. My big brother is 55, turning 56 this year. When you hear him say Papa.
Papa.
No. I get we lost our mother last year. Now money, like that time. Money. Money it's like mama. Oh God! The whole 55-year-old. So I know. Look, this is a I would say it's an honor, privilege, burden given to us by God for life.
Not true. And we carry that with grace.
We carry that
and
with grace.
I want to believe that it's not because of our wisdom, because had it been, and it's not because of, we make a mistake of blaming parents when the kids make wrong choices. But you will find that in a home, you have a Fumelani, you have a Mosidi. Fumelani toes the line and Mosidi goes wild, and we want to blame the parents. And, I learned that, it's all by God's grace. It doesn't matter what I do. yes, it is going to influence how my child really takes this whole thing and how my child turns out, but it doesn't mean that child will turn out the way I want them to be.
Yeah. No.
And at some point in life, in life, when you pray for your kids, you have to say, Mudimo, ke motho wa hao.
Yes.
This might be my child.
I'm just stewarding.
This might be my child, but you know, because really you learn that it's not about what you do.
Yeah.
It's not about, and especially as women, we must stop blaming mothers to say, you know, that is why ngwana turned out this way.
Yeah, some people would even say, "Who's your mother?"
you know, and it's sad.
Yeah,
it's really sad.
Yeah.
I think what becomes important is you must be satisfied. You must be saying to yourself, Mudimo, I did my best.
Yes.
Because if you don't reach that stage, then you are going to carry the burdens and blame yourself and so make sure that when you can say, I've done my best.
Yeah.
And that's what I live by. I might not, you know, like what they are doing, and I might not really approve of some of the things, but I'm like, as a parent, I've done my part.
Yes.
And it helps me to not get sick.
Yes, and not get anxious.
And thank you.
Because going out there, it will give you anxiety.
Yeah,
but if you're saying, I've done my best,
yeah,
these people are in God's hands.
Yeah.
Or even, I think, not even just with children, even in our careers, in our lives.
True.
You know what? I have presented myself and my case and the best of who I can be. And there is a God in heaven who will do the rest.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do the rest.
Thank you. And we get to that.
Yeah.
We get to a point where we're saying, Mudim, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, your way.
Yeah.
Do it your way. I don't know when you're going to do it.
Yes.
But I'm done.
Yeah, I've done.
And I give it all to you. I surrender it all to you.
Yeah.
And that becomes important, because otherwise, we're going to find ourselves trapped in this little corner, and we can't get out of that corner.
Yes, of thinking you can run your life. I look, people, there are forces running life out there.
Thank you.
Don't even bother. Just No, but anyway, going back. Going back, and then now you are in Johanna Mokolovetsi High School.
Johanna Mokolovetsi Middle School.
Oh, middle
now
school.
We still had middle schools.
Yes, remember we had higher primary school, which was then 3 to 5.
Yes.
And then
there was middle.
Also, it was middle school.
Yeah, it was middle school. It was 5, 6, 7, standard 5, 6, 7.
Oh, wow. Okay, then, so it's like the American system.
Yeah, then it was 8, 9, 10. Remember, really standard 10.
Yes.
Hara is grade 12. Not really standard 10.
Yes, really standard 10. Yeah.
So high school was
just the 3 years.
Yes.
Where was that? Still go breads. Oh, was that under the South African government, or it was a private kind of? Or it was Buputazwana?
It was Buputazwana.
Okay.
No, but now, remember now 94.
Yes,
that was the end of Buputazwana.
Yes.
I matriculated 96.
Yeah.
Yes, so it was New South Africa.
Yeah. No. we entered the multiracial now. You know, 1990. So it means 96. you started. Okay, it's not even high school, because with us high school started at grade 8, then at 6.
No. Now I went to the middle school route and the high school.
But look, Ribana Mandela.
So and then from there I went to Tekis, by the way.
No. Firstly, I want to say
after high school. Oh yes.
From after high school.
Yes.
Your life becomes so decorated, Mushidi. Like you have like a grocery list, and then it's like, okay,
really?
How old is this person? But now that I understand, you finished Matrica 96. You are literally. I mean, I finished Matrica 97, so you are not even. You are not even that old.
But you know what?
Where did you find the time to do all of that?
Let me tell you what happened, right? Then 97, I get to the University of Pretoria, Tekis. And I get there not knowing what I want to do.
Okay.
So I get there and they said, the available subjects are no.
Oh, so
courses, sorry.
So you were one of those?
Yes.
That just gets to...
And it showed me flames.
Okay, tell us about that.
Flames.
Yeah.
So I go there and now I'm finding a course, it's BA Information Science. I'm like, okay.
Oh.
I
remember when you were into computers.
But no, not really to computers, because now this thing is not BSc computer science or information technology. Yeah. It's BA, my dear.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so it was...
So it was Nenalibo library science there, but also some, information technology, light, those. I started doing that, but man, I was lost. And let me tell you, the only good thing that came out of that was, I met my husband there, by the way.
Okay.
Then I met my husband at the University of Pretoria. We were both in the Student Christian Fellowship. And it's very funny when we talk about network. The relationships that I built at Tech is even up to this day.
Even today, yeah.
Even up to this day, believe you me.
Yeah.
And it's solid like that.
It's because you guys are not competing for jobs. Everybody has their own career.
So. Yes. But to cut the long story short, first year I didn't do very well. Second year I pushed. Third year I pushed, but I was left with few subjects. But then it was like, you were supposed to finish 3 years. You are not going back. Then I tried to do the long distance. But now, then the course changes. Because now, remember, it was BA information. Changes, then they added some courses I want to finish. So, I abandoned that idea.
After all of that trouble.
It's very funny. Years later, my husband saw my academic record. It's like, Mosidi, what happened here? Because then there was a whole lot of courses. Mara, this thing. I abandoned it. But also, I think it's because it was something that I couldn't relate with.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, I was pushing for independence. Because I found a job. But now I couldn't travel to Pretoria because I was in Johannesburg. So, and in the middle of all those things, then, I found a job and I did internship. I did everything. Me.
I tell you, you have a whole list.
I did everything.
And I wonder, it's that thing, when did she do all of this?
Yes, but then ATNS came. Yeah. And with ATNS, I started with aeronautical information management. That is where now
the information system
that information science helped.
Information science. It helped there. Yeah.
Now it helped. Then that's how I entered ATNS. And after ATNS, basically I was filing flight plans at ATNS.
When was ATNS?
This was 2003, 2004.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just before I got married, by the way.
Okay.
Then it was ATNS. Then after ATNS, it was Lanseria Airport.
Okay.
Moved there. Then I started my studies because now I was like, okay, Mosidi, what do you love? Because ATNS said to me, you know what, you love this thing.
Yeah.
I did very well there. Yeah. I remember the course that we did. I got distinction on that. Then I started my transport management journey. Okay, I started with project management. That's why you're saying the list is long. Because now I found myself, basically we were managing contracts. The company that I worked for at the time will send, your beach 200 Beechcraft 200 to WFP. They had contracts all over, your Afghanistan, your war-torn countries. Yeah. So they will send aircrafts there. Yeah. So I would be managing those.
Okay.
So that's when now I was forced to do project management.
Yes.
Then I did my project management, but you must know there was still some unfinished business.
Yeah.
Then I started transport management because now I've found myself.
Yes.
I'm like, this is what I want to do.
Yes.
And you know, God, the way He does is then. So I started there, my transport management, finished that record time cum laude.
That was UJ.
UJ.
Yeah, no, there you were.
Yes.
Cooking with gas.
Yep. Cum laude, because now
Yeah.
this is what I love.
Yes,
And then from there I did BTech.
Yeah.
I did honors in transport economics.
Yes.
So, and you must know, during this time I was having kids as well. So I was doing
You
this
were
while
working.
having kids.
You were Motswetsi.
Literally, what?
Literally.
No, literally.
Yeah.
I would be pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, and writing exams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't ask me how I did it. It happened.
No, I
It happened.
knowing you,
Yeah.
I know you, but I didn't know there was so much backing up. So when I had a look at everything else that backed up, I said, no, this girl must just explain to us.
No, shame.
Now we are given 24 hours in a day. You know, how long was she given in a day?
You know what?
Yeah.
Looking back,
Yeah.
how did I do it? I don't know, but I know God really made it possible.
Yeah. Remember, He trained you from the very beginning. You were able to be a child and a big sister to
yes.
and a what we call this deputy mother
while
you were
those,
still
So I will say, you know what, really God helped me there, because I look back and I'm like, how did that happen? But I also had a very good support system. My husband was there all the way.
Yeah.
Literally, there will be a time where I need to write exams, and he will take his laptop, because it was night classes, even night classes. He will take his laptop, and you know, there's always empty exam rooms, or you know, classes somewhere. He will sit there while I attend class, wait for me. And somehow also, even in terms of helpers, I didn't struggle much with helpers, so I always had somebody that I can trust.
Oh, the support system is everything.
And also, you know, I think I have to mention, my mother-in-law was still alive, my father-in-law was still alive at the time. I was privileged that, you know, my father-in-law will just rock up, you know, and say, I want my kids on a Friday.
Oh, please.
No, seriously.
You know, we love those parents-in-laws. Please give me my children.
Yeah,
and you're
no,
like,
he will rock up. And, you know, then most of the time, unannounced.
Yeah.
Then I will call Victor, right, and say, hey, please, you must tell Papa to give me, you know, time to prepare
them.
And you know, when he calls the dad, and the dad will be like, so I need to make an appointment to see my kids. No. So I had that support.
Oh, that's lovely.
Honestly, and at the time also, then my brother also and my sister were around, not far. So I honestly, I had a very good support system. I was able to even go on holidays because I knew I could call my brother. By the way, it's 13-year gap between me and my brother. Ne?
Younger or older?
Younger. 13 years.
So he was like the babysitter.
Let me tell you, when he finished matric and he didn't know what he wanted to do, he came to my house.
Yeah.
And, by the way, my husband is the one who fetched him. He's like, hey, come here. The first thing I did was to make sure that he gets a driver's license.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
you know the freedom I had.
So that you can just go.
Yeah, I could go on holidays.
Nice.
I could go, because then the kids are taken care of.
And shuttled,
apart from that, even when you want to do something and he's there, you've got sort of extra security.
Exactly.
Because he's there.
Yeah.
That is why he's even close to my kids, because shame, he was that uncle.
Yeah.
He was my baby, but he was their uncle. So I had a very good support system. I don't want to lie. I had and that is why when I look back, I was able to do to do all these things
Oh.
because of the support system.
Yeah.
And it's important.
Yes.
It's important to
yes.
have that.
And that's why they say it takes a village.
To
and
raise
it's
a
not
child.
just
Oh,
to
yes.
raise a child, but to enable certain things to
Oh, yes.
happen. That support system village is needed.
Yep.
And you really thrived. Eh?
You know what?
You are thriving. You really thrived here.
Yeah, no, God made it possible.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've never hidden the fact that, yes, people might think maybe, hey, she's got brains.
Yeah.
It was not just about that.
Yeah.
It was about, you know what, Mudimu. And, many times it was not easy, but I had to always say, God, please come through.
Yes.
And he did.
Yeah.
He did. Honestly,
Yeah.
he did. And I saw him time and again, do the impossible.
Yeah.
I saw him time and again. And so my career, then I left Lanseria Airport. I went to ACSA.
Yeah, that's what you've been everywhere.
Yeah.
So you've worked for ATNS, you've worked for ACSA. No shut up, CAA, and then go to the Ministry of Transport, go to Parliament. In fact, you are now in the Ministry of Transport.
You
actually.
see, but with ACSA, the aviation industry is a bit dynamic.
Yeah.
In a sense that you might see a position and you think it's a good one. The position that I found myself in at ACSA, I stayed there for exactly 3 years. And I had already made up my mind that here I'm not going to grow. Here I'm not going anywhere with where I am, because you find yourself in a position, you are a manager, but you are not.
You are operational at the same time. You are running your own little spaza shop there.
And you want to grow. Then when you apply for other positions, it's like, but the experience is not there. And after 3 years, I was like, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. And also dynamics, with aviation, it's clicks, and I looked at the environment and I was like, nah.
That's quite the unfortunate part of our industry, and maybe we could vent a little bit here.
Yes.
Because when it comes to the aviation industry, I say that people think of it from the outside as glamorous, but then there are aviators, people who are like, for instance, you saw you did not like information systems until you got into the industry. And it's such you fall in love immediately kind of set up there. And no matter where you are within the ecosystem, you could be on the ground, in the tower, in the flight deck, in the cabin crew, like in manufacturing, in maintenance. But you see that people just hold on, on to it. And I say sometimes it's because we don't have a choice, because it's so license-based. It's not like a HR where you can HR everywhere and things like that.
Yeah.
But because of that, then you find you saying clicks. I want to say the caste system. The Indian caste, where they used to have castes, right? It's like there's the royalty, and then there's the working class, and then there's the peasants, and it's like, but you understand that the ecosystem, this one. The one who holds the spanner has the life of the one who literally holds the stick in the cockpit.
Yes.
They have their life right in their hands.
Yeah.
And this cycle, it's not going to work if I'm going to say that one or,
But also, aviation people, we are territorial.
Very,
We are territorial and... people that come from outside the industry, struggle.
Yes.
Struggle.
And they have always said.
But also, not even outside the industry. I mean, I moved from, passenger-orientated aviation part. It was more of now, okay, I know about passenger movement. Then I moved into cargo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got into cargo, and they like, who are you? You know nothing about cargo.
So from ACSA, you went into SAA Cargo.
SAA Cargo.
I thought you were in SAA operations first before you were in cargo.
No.
So you moved
it's
from
cargo operations.
But I thought it was on the passenger side.
No.
So you moved from ACSA to like right in the warehouse there. Right
there.
in the warehouse there.
Right there, and
yeah.
they will make you feel that you don't know cargo. And you know, I remember we were in a meeting with the labor parties. Must not SAA at the time.
Yeah.
So, and they were like, who are you? You don't even know cargo. And I told them one thing. I said, I might not know the cargo business, but I know the aviation industry.
Yes.
And I will learn this cargo business.
Yeah.
After a year, I will be knowing this cargo business.
Yeah.
I will still be knowing the industry.
Yeah.
And all that you'll be knowing is
It's
the cargo
just the cargo business, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was hectic like that.
Yeah.
It was hectic in a sense that now they have to start asking, who did you pay to get here?
Oh my goodness.
No, but that's
But that's our industry. That's what we know. No.
Who did you pay to get here?
Yeah.
Then stories will start. And you know, and I told myself that I am going to learn this business, this cargo business.
No. You're saying who did you pay? Maybe this is a bit of a language thing. Not who did you sleep with to get here.
I didn't want to get
that.
there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
you would have gotten
you know, I'm
there.
trying to be. No. Let me tell you, the person that I call my mentor, even up to this day, his name is Justice Luthuli, right?
I know Justice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's very funny. We met at school. He was doing honors, transport economics, right? We met at school, but I knew that this is the guy from SAA. But man, we haven't spoken because I'm another character I will tell you about. So he posted the job on our school WhatsApp group.
Okay.
To say there is this job, and you know, I discussed with my family and I decided to apply for it. But now closer to the interview, now I'm trying to get hold of this man. This man is not answering his phone because remember you shared a job, then you must give me tips.
Yeah.
Then there was another guy as well. Then I remember calling him. I'm like, you know, I'm trying to call this guy. He's not answering. And I'm supposed to go for interview. I think it was in 2 days. And it's like, Mosidi, that man is not going to answer you now because he will be the one interviewing you.
Oh.
Only then I found out, this guy is an HOD. I'll be reporting to this person.
Yes. Oh, okay,
so, you know, and it's very funny then when I got there, then I
but
started,
at least he kept the integrity.
No shame, that's him. That's him. And that is why even up to this day, you know, that man, I don't answer his call if I don't have time.
Oh, okay.
It will be like an hour or 2 hours call.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
And he will be asking you this and you answer then this. And the other day I was like, you know, I feel like you are still interviewing me. What's wrong with you? Because nobody's like that.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I was his girlfriend. Then it changed. I think they realized, ikarona le monna, you know, that they did, no, maybe it's not. Then sister-in-law, someone. And it took, and I'm not lying to you, it took COVID.
Okay.
When he left, right? Then when he left, I'm the only one now left.
Yeah.
At SAA cargo operations.
The last time we met, you were a one-woman show.
Yep.
You were a one-woman show.
Yeah. And you must know now, this is the first time
that
the position is now occupied by a woman. So you must know, Mos.
Oh, yeah.
So it took that for people to realize, but this person was not a shadow of justice because they thought I'm always being coached. No, it did because people didn't see Mosidi for who she is. They saw somebody that's being used by this person. And only now they like, oh, so you are even stubborn than him. You are even, honestly, it took that.
Yeah.
It took that because now they're like, okay, he's gone, but here, this person is still,
She's
maybe he
on
was
fire,
even
this
better.
one. Maybe, we prefer this one.
Yeah.
We prefer the old system.
Yeah, so no, but that's the aviation industry.
Yeah.
It's like, who did you pay? Who did you
Yes,
sleep with?
yes,
And for me, really, and it's sad.
Yeah.
And it's sad when it's even said by other women.
Yes.
By other women. And,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't have a very good experience with some of the older women that I found at cargo.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and in the industry, and I'm like, but we're supposed to be looking up to...
In this industry where we are so little,
Exactly,
we are supposed to really be...
But for me,
Yeah.
it was a lesson, you know, to say, I want to be, you know, someone that all these young ones that are coming into the industry can say, Mara, you know what, we are looking up to this one.
Yeah.
And I want to be that. It's just that I have not been fortunate to get women, you know, reporting to me because, you know, the position that I held and, you know, the level of management, it was mostly men, especially at cargo. And now I also look at where I am currently, it's men. You know, you will get one woman here and there, but they don't last because now they are in demand.
Oh.
You know, but men, for me, it's always been, I want these young girls, you know, to look up to this person. And, you know, it shouldn't be they are coming and now I feel like they are a competition.
No, you understand.
You get what I'm saying? And now that's when now also women in aviation came.
No, that's what I wanted to now get into. Is that why now you have brought up women in aviation South Africa?
Yes, women. Yeah. And let me tell you, it came about last year. It's just that this 3 months because of now new job, new...
I was so happy that you were busy in the past 3 months because you had asked me for something that I had not given you. So I owe you, but I was so happy that you were too busy to follow up.
No, I was.
Yeah.
I was. But for me, really, it's more of, I know that, you know, we talk about just women in the aviation industry, but you will see with women in aviation, I'm saying, I want to promote women in the aviation industry and not just in the flight deck, not just engineers, because we tend to concentrate more on the technical side of it, to say, you know, if you are a pilot, you will get a voice. You get
all the attention.
Yes. But what about the ground handling?
Yes.
What about the management?
Yeah.
What about those skills?
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I'm concentrating on.
Okay.
And I'm saying, I want to be able to go and say, I've got... And I'll use an example, a Mulifi. That's one of my favorite women in the industry. You know, you talk to that woman, she will tell you about cargo, and she will tell you about revenue reporting.
Yeah.
That's a specialized skill.
Very specialized,
So those are the kind of people that I want to say, there is this. Yes, we can talk about pilots, but you know what it takes to be this, to do this. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not just looking at the technical aspect of it, but men, this industry has got other professionals. It's specialized
so
as well.
So wide.
Yes, so I'm saying, I want to reach even the young girls that cannot do pure maths and physical science, but they want to be in the aviation industry.
Yeah.
It's up to me to say, there is this career, there is that, there is. You get what I'm saying? So that's the angle that I'm really bringing into this. To say, there's other careers here. There's other professionals in the industry. We really ought to recognize those.
And you must
give
really
them
expose,
attention.
and you must really expose those, you know, expose the young girls to those careers, and also expose those careers sometimes to even the rest of us. Remember, Sometimes we are so, although we know this whole big, as I say, ecosystem, but we want to just have those blinders on and just concentrate on what we are doing and only what we are doing. And as I say, sometimes everybody else, as far as I'm concerned, does not exist.
No,
it's support.
It's support.
Oh, yes.
Those are support careers.
Yes. So you want to get into the support careers.
They call them
quote
support,
unquote,
but and I'm saying
they are really integral to the system.
Thank you.
Yeah, they
Thank
really
you,
form
because
part of the system.
at the end of the day, really, you need those, and those are specialized.
They are specialized.
I mean, for people to understand, you know, a typical example, an IATA clearinghouse.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah. You have to understand what's happening in the world.
Yes.
For you to be able to do your job.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a day. It doesn't take it doesn't take a university student getting there and doing the work.
Yeah.
It's more intense than that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of learnings.
Yeah.
Before you get to that level.
You need a lot of experiential learning.
Exactly.
To be able to. It's very nuanced. Oh, like aviation is just so nuanced in so many ways. Like sometimes it's like, oh, this is so tiring, this is pedantic, but you cannot carry this, you cannot take that. You know, by road, yes, but then you have to learn extra. So much extra to then do it.
Look at what now the industry has done, right? You, as an airline, for example, you ought to have a DG responsible person, because we are saying,
and DG
that
dangerous
is important.
goods.
Yes, dangerous goods. You know, so you ought to have appointed an accountable
to deal
with
carrying dangerous goods.
Exactly. So that person might not be a pilot, might not be, but without that, you don't have an airline. So it's all about realizing, okay, you know what, this is industry. It's unique enough. It's dynamic enough. And we ought to realize that it takes each and every position, each and every profession, for it to be
work.
What it is.
For it to just actually to just work. For it to just work, we need to be doing it. So you were at SAA for how many years?
10 years. Ashim, I was 3 months into 10 years. You were 3 months just away. You know,
away from 10 years.
Away from 10
Let's
years.
just say 10 years.
It's 10 years.
Let's just round it off.
I'm sad. I didn't get.
You didn't get your long service watch.
You know.
What do you get?
You
get a model.
Know. What do we even get?
You get
but
tickets.
I was short 3 months.
Let's hope you.
And that's the longest I've been, by the way.
Anyway.
But you know what? That company took care of me.
No, I mean you were an institution at SAA, I looked from afar when during your farewell, and I was like, this. It's fitting. We could do even more, but you were an institution really at SAA, especially at SAA Cargo.
That was home.
Yeah, as I say, the last time we visited, when was it? I think 22, 23. And then I was in the council and you were at Cargo, and then we went, and then you can see the way it just runs, it just works. But it's a company, and then now we are talking about you, not about companies.
Yep.
We are talking about Mosidi. So like, how do you want these women in aviation then to form? Is it going to be, because I think and I don't want to say at our age, because we're not that old, we're sort of in the middle, but we are at a point where we can say, look, we did not have good enough, I don't want to say good, sufficient female mentors within the space that we pass through. But I think now the numbers are sufficient, the careers are broad enough, the specialized niche markets are all represented well, in that we can actually make that formal formulation to say the next generation, or whoever it is that comes in next, immediately finds their person.
Exactly.
Right?
And I think for me now, this is when also network comes in, because I should be able to say to a young girl that wants to be an aeronautics engineer, or I should be able to say, I'll connect you to Fumelani.
Yeah.
I should be able to say, I'll connect you to.
Yeah.
That is why I'm more of, let's create this network, so that we can help each other, because you might not be able to reach a young girl from Bapong, for example.
Yes.
Because that's also where I want to go and say, guys, let's get together. Go to schools. Let's get together. Let me tell you about this aviation. You might not be able to reach a girl from Bapong, but I can reach a girl from Bapong and connect the girl to you.
Yeah.
I think for me, really, I was not fortunate enough to have a woman mentor.
Yeah.
I find myself having a man as a mentor. And I want a situation where now I can hire a woman, right? And it's fine. They'll rather ask, is that a niece? Is that a nephew? Is that unlike, did they sleep with?
Do you
understand? I'd rather have a young girl deal with the issue of thinking that it's maybe she's family, maybe she's not
did she use her body.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'll rather have that. And that is why it becomes important for us women to make sure that these kids can come into the industry and we mold them, because God has trusted us with that. As mothers, it comes natural to nature. And these young girls, when they come into the industry, they should know that you don't have to sleep with whoever for you to. I should be able to say, for you to reach there, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll take you through.
Yes, and I'll take you through the steps.
I'll take you through the steps.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just that guidance that I will take you through, and we will succeed at the end of the day in this.
Because otherwise, if we don't do that, there's a lot of opportunities in the industry that will really, take advantage. And we don't want that. We don't want that. So for me, really, it's about that. It's about being able to, and I think this is where now I thank God that I've been at ATNS. You talk about air traffic control. I'll be able to have a conversation with you on that. I've been so I'm able to just have a conversation around the whole
on a broader
aviation industry. Then we can narrow it down depending where you want to go. Then I can direct you to say, okay, CAA website, DNL, So I think for me, really, that's what I want to do.
But now you're talking about nurturing and mothering, and I know you're a mother of 3. And you have just gotten a job that has relocated you outside of your home. And I can see how passionately you're talking about mothering and all of that. And I mean, even as you're saying that we're trying to find that balance. We don't want to say, I'm not going to relocate because this. How are you feeling about that?
It's very funny. By the way, when I applied, and by the way, it's not the first time we do it. It's just that then they joined me. When I started at SAA, I was in Durban. I started in Durban for 2 years. I was in Durban for 2 years.
SAA Durban.
Cargo.
Yeah, cargo.
Yes. So I was managing the Durban terminal.
I see.
Yes. So
you were managing the...
So I think for me, really, it's not the first time we do it. And the way we've structured our household, right? I'm a mother, but I don't have to physically always be there because they have a father as well. And for me, I had to create a structure at home to be able to, if Botlali needs this, this can be done. If Hudi needs this, they might not see me physically there. I might not be physically there, but they know they've got a mother. And helicopter parenting, my dear. So that, it's all about, mommy, I want this. Okay, I do 1, 2, 3, even from a distance. So I think I've created this because also, my work involved quite a bit of traveling. At SAA. So I already have systems in place. And small things like now I'm in Polokwane. I must make sure that I get a hairdresser in Polokwane.
Oh yeah.
Or for my nails, because I don't want to be coming home.
Yes.
And now I leave my house, then I must go do my
hair. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So those are small changes,
yes.
but they make a difference.
Okay.
And we become intentional with like our dinners, our
yes. So you become intentional with your quality time.
Yes, no, you definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. We become intentional, and I think so far we are doing well. And my kids, like I'm saying, it's not a shock to their system.
Yes.
It's not a shock, and
they must teach my kids. It's because I haven't traveled in so long. I remember in just one of I think it was the council, where I just had to travel for 2 days or something. And then it's like, oh.
Yeah.
And I said, but you guys, I used to literally travel for weeks. For weeks on end.
Exactly.
And you lived and you were okay. I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they will be fine.
Yeah.
They will be fine, because also it's about making them understand why we're doing things. Like I'm saying, for me, even before I went for interview, my kids already knew that I applied for a position in Polokwane.
And they become your supporters.
Yep.
And they pray for you. And they pray, God, please give her this job that she needs. And I think it's very important for our kids to see, especially our girl children, to see as women, to see that, look, you can be a mother and you can be within careers like just very well, and you don't, as you are saying, you don't really put down one for another.
Yes.
I mean, there's never going to be a perfect balance, but you do what you can do here now. You do what you can do here now.
Let me tell you, the time when now women had to stay at home, wait for kids to come back from school, and just to cook for them. That time is long gone. We don't get defined by I'm somebody in my house, right? I cook. My helper doesn't cook. It's just that now I'm not there. Then my daughter is still at home as well, but my firstborn, then she cooks. It has always been that. I've always been, but I'm mindful that to somebody, cooking might not be as important as, I value that. I value that. But, I refuse. I refuse for women to be compared by mothers, from 19 whatever, to say, now when I came back from school, my mother was
this.
Like, I told, for example, I cook, right? That's another side thing. I cook, and I value that. But I don't do a Sunday 7 colors.
Yes, right.
This thing of, and it's good that people will be saying, when I look at, like, for me, Sunday
nostalgia
means 7.
Of it,
And I told my kids, this is not you, Panabaka, because
you wake up in the morning to go to church. You are serving at church, so you prepare yourself. I know we have Vors rolls on Sunday.
No,
Pick and pay.
Now for me, when I budget, I make sure that Sunday lunch, it's like we go out.
Exactly.
Because, by the way, talking about 7 colors, I think I've got trauma. I don't know whether to call it. I used to sing. I remember for the longest of time, every time I started singing at a very young age. At church, every time my hands will be smelling of onion, because I needed to wake up in the morning and cook 7 colors. Lord, I hated that. So when I got married,
that's why you can't do that now.
No. When I got married, I was like, And my kids know it can be a Tuesday, it can be a Wednesday. They will have their 7 colors when they want to. So I think for me, really, I refuse for women to be really bottled in that. And I'm yet to see what good it has done.
Yeah.
Like in its entirety.
Yeah.
You know, I'm yet to see no, this was the best. I'm yet to see that the Fumelani that has got brains, that can be an engineer, will be subjected to cleaning at home.
Yeah, you see.
And just be there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Like, honestly, I don't believe that's how God wants it to be.
No, I say, if for instance, because most women feel like they are compelled to work outside the home. But for me to say, okay, let's say my husband was rich enough and you know, bought us 40 acres of land and we have this wonderful big house. I would still, I promise you, even if I was not waking up to go somewhere, to go work, I would still be doing something with my hands outside of the home. It would not be just the domestic work. I would still be wanting to apply my mind to something.
Thank you.
And that's where you realize that even the people that used to be domestics or that used to be in the house, then they start applying their minds to mixing chemicals.
Yes.
Cleaning chemicals, and they became manufacturers. So it's that thing that look, guys, there's no lesser work. There's no less work. There's nothing and there's nobody that we are putting down, whether they choose to be in the home or outside of the home.
Yeah.
But even if you are in the home and you are helping your children with homework every day, when they come back and they find a warm meal, that is fine. But I promise you will find them doing something
else.
Do something else with your mind, with your time. Because that's just how God created a human being.
You get what I'm saying?
To be fruitful and multiply, whatever it is that the information that He has given you. Not to just sit and then riemi, you know. Yeah.
You know, I always say, you know, God created us, especially if we are not, especially as wives, we become helpers to the husband. And I always say there's no way you can choose a helper that cannot do the work.
That doesn't know what
doing.
Exactly. That doesn't know.
You
helping me with what?
With what?
Yeah.
And are you able to help me?
Are you able to help me?
No.
Or are you gonna be just a parcel sitting there?
Exactly. For example, if you are a worker, you are working, right? And you need somebody to help you with working. You won't take somebody that cannot work.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, and let me tell you, God has really created us dynamically because He knows we are capable.
Oh yeah.
We are more than capable.
Yeah.
It's just that some of us we wait until we are stretched to show our
see.
Yes.
I think to even see for ourselves how capable we are.
Yes. Like we only when we are stretched. I mean, I was talking to another lady saying, you know, there was a position that I was eyeing, right? The lady was eyeing a position. But now, because now they are at a stage where now they need a job, then a position higher than this one was advertised. And because of desperation, they applied for this position and they got this. But look at how it was. They thought in their mind, I'm here.
Yeah, she thought she was
here.
Yes,
I'm here.
Yeah.
And had it been that this one was advertised or I was not desperate, I would have still stayed at this level. And sometimes really it takes that. We only it will take us something drastic happening for us to say, but I can. But I can.
Sure. No, that gives me that's encouraging me. That's encouraging me to say, you know what, but I can't, because sometimes we get discouraged. There are things that happen, and then you feel like, maybe I'm not capable,
and we get disappointed.
Because you go for it, and it doesn't work out, and then you feel like, maybe I shot too high.
It does. I shot too high, or somebody said something there, and you internalize it so much that it becomes your reality. And you get what I'm saying? And now you told yourself that I'm not gonna do it again because that was a disappointment, but words were said to you.
Yeah.
And you internalize them, they become your reality to the point that you now believe that I can't.
Yeah. Then
I can't.
And there you are, you believed you could, and then you did, and you are senior manager operations. That's a very technical job.
It is. It is, especially coming from an airline, business, right? Now I'm tasked with managing an airport.
Yeah.
Or airports for that matter.
Yeah.
And you must know an airport on its own.
It's so many moving parts.
So it's not just infrastructure.
Yeah, it's many moving parts.
It's the licensing part of it.
Yeah.
It's the environmental aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's everything. And what makes it challenging as well?
Yeah.
It's the tendering system of it in the government. Where now you want something done, you have to start with spec. No. Like it's not a point where I'm like, I know I can just budget for this and we do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think for me really, it's 2 months now in the job, 2 months in few days, right?
Yeah.
In the job. And when you start a job, you've got a 90-day plan.
Yes.
Oh,
so how's that working out for you? How's your 90-day plan?
Don't worry, day 89 came to day 10. They came to
it was, and I'm like too quick with it.
No, you get what I'm saying? Because for me, and I'm mindful that I was thinking, I don't want to get too much into now day to day and lose the strategic oversight of what I'm supposed to be doing. But man, now I had to change and say, okay, maybe for 3-4 months I will have to make sure that I put processes in place.
Yes.
For me to get to that level. And it's exactly where I'm at now. To say, you know what, I will deal with this, but when I'm done with it, I'm not going back because I would have So that's where I am.
Okay.
That's where I am. And now you find yourself, now you are getting exposed to, your scoppers.
Yes.
Scopper, now you have to go account. And
I think it was my first time ever watching a provincial scoper when I watched when you were there, because I followed your journey right from when you were getting in. And then it's a YouTube, and I clicked on YouTube and it was live, and I'm like, this is grilling. This is grilling.
You see? Now you have to deal with that. And so I think for me really it's challenging but exciting.
Yeah.
It's challenging, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I think I've already, I sat down after the first month and I said, okay, what is exactly happening here? And I started breaking it down, and just, that's me. Now I'm compartmentalizing.
Compartmentalizing.
Yes. Now I'm putting that. Yes. No, it's a difficult one. So I started doing that, and I'm like, okay, this is doable.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy.
But you eat an elephant one bite at a time.
It's not going to be easy, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm glad.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm so happy for you with that. I'm so happy for you with that. And I also think it also puts it on a map. It also puts it in our faces on the map. In also the Limpopo province on a map. As you say,
True.
people didn't even know there was an airport
there,
and it's an international airport.
It is an international airport.
So we can stamp our passports from there.
No, definitely.
And go somewhere.
You see, it is. But
great.
Also it helps because Johannesburg gets too noisy.
It's too congested.
Yeah, and it gets too noisy.
Yeah.
Too noisy in a sense that there's a lot happening. There's a lot of people, there is this, there is that. And sometimes, and I believe in one's career, you need to just take a short left. And you learn so much because in Johannesburg, you only do this bit. There, you do everything.
Yes. They rely on just you for everything.
You do everything, and that's how you learn.
Yeah.
And I think for me, really, it was exactly that.
Yeah.
It was exactly that. I needed to get away from the noise just a bit and just going to a place where now I can learn and where I can make a difference.
Yeah.
And for me, that's that.
Mosidi, so what centers you from the noise besides physically moving away? But what centers you within your very fast moving world, you know?
Let me tell you something. I always say there is a Mosidi and there is a Mosidi at a workplace. It doesn't matter whether you are SAA, you are. You know, when the noise becomes loud at this workplace and corporate life and I've got this Mosidi who is a sister, a wife, a mother, and that sustains the other Mosidi.
Yeah.
So
you fill your cup in this space.
Yes.
Yeah.
I make sure.
Yeah.
I make sure that this side is taken care of.
Yes.
I make sure that my relationship with God is intact.
Yeah.
Because I can decide tomorrow that I don't want to be part of this work.
In fact, you don't even have to decide. This can decide to
for you
to not be part of it anymore.
Yes. But this one I cannot.
Yes, I cannot.
This is what makes Mosidi.
Yeah.
And hence Elias said the balance.
Yeah.
There's never been a time where I sacrifice. And I'm saying sacrifice in totality. I can sacrifice a lunch once in a while there for the corporate me. I can do that because, it calls for that.
Yeah.
But there's never been a time where in totality I sacrifice this side for this.
Yeah.
There's never been.
Yeah.
Because this is what defines me.
Yeah.
This is where my investments are.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether I get sick or this is what's going to hold me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you understand?
I get it.
So for me, that balance becomes important. But at the center of it all, it's God.
Reminds me of that song. I can feel my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. It's like, and then it's like, it's empty. Fill it up.
At the center of it all, it's God.
Yeah,
it's God, and I've always.
And your faith has always just been.
I've always relied on God.
Yeah,
and I've never made it a secret.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
I've never made it a secret.
Yeah.
It has always been. Yeah. You know what? It might be hard, but you see, this
God.
One, it doesn't matter how hard it is. Exactly. So for me, really, at the center of it all is God.
I think that is so needed in
Definitely.
in this space, in the political climate, in
Anyway,
the corporate climate that we find us, even in the social climate that we
Yes.
find ourselves in, is that, oh man, if I just hold on to just this one hope, right?
Yes.
No, my dear, it has been a good chat, man. It has been such a good chat.
Thank you.
No, when I come through to Polokwane, you're going to host me, and then we come and have coffee there. I'm like, hey, I'm in the area. I wouldn't have flown there.
Yeah. No, you have to fly.
So who flies?
Do I mention
Johannesburg?
Yeah.
Okay, no,
let me
you
know.
don't have to.
But there
are flights.
There are flights.
Scheduled flights.
There are scheduled flights.
Okay.
3 flights a day.
Okay.
And we are looking to increase that. We need that. There are some new routes that are in demand now.
Yeah.
And we are working on that.
All right.
We are working on that. Like I'm saying, exciting times ahead.
Yes.
And
I'm
when
happy
you
for that.
look into, a place and you're like, God, I'm going to make a difference.
Oh man!
And for me, it's exactly.
And that's going to be your legacy, man. That's going to be your legacy. You want places where you have made a difference, and they say, Mosidi came and turned this around and implemented this and this worked. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm happy for that. I'm so glad you came through to our couch.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes,
thank you for inviting me.
I'm excited.
I've always been a fan, by the way.
Ah, well. We are fans. We are fans. We are literal fans of each other. And
yes.
And I just say, people make it difficult, but it's so easy to fangirl.
No,
a fellow girl.
Definitely.
It is so easy.
Definitely.
And it's so, and then you're like, we are in the same space.
No, we are. We are.
So thank you so much for coming to the Great Things Couch and doing great things out there. Continue to do great things. Continue to grow. Continue to move and shake and impact, the world for the glory of God at the end of the day. And so please, here's Mosidi, and don't forget with us to subscribe, engage in the conversation with an exciting conversation that we have had. And as with tradition here at Great Things, we would like you to just leave a blessing for us, just bless this space and for this podcast to grow.
Oh, yes.
And to grow as God wants it to grow.
No, definitely.
This way too, so that we can send out a message, and a message that is centered, as we say, great things. On Daniel 11 verse 32, the second one, it says, the people that know their God will do great exploits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, for me, I think, let me leave you with Proverbs 31 verse 25.
All right. Oh, you're a Proverbs 31 woman. Carry on.
Yes.
I know. I heard you talking about people cleaning and not cleaning. So carry on.
No. For me, it just say, it just, for me, it resonates with me, because every time I say, I might not know what's ahead, but God has got it covered. Yes, because I'm a special, I'm a special woman.
Yes,
you get what I'm saying. Yeah. She's clothed with humility, and the path ahead. Basically, it says that she's not anxious about what's coming. Exactly, and I've always maintained that. So I want to say to you, God has got it all.
Ah, man.
And He knows.
Thank you.
Where He wants to take you, where He wants to take the podcast. And don't be anxious. He's got it all covered. And because He's not a God of mediocrity, man. So He already has got this. And I'm saying to you, you know what? Mudimu will see you through. Mudimu will grow this, and it will grow. And now I want to come back in 5 years, and I will tell them. I will tell them I was one of the first ones. Yes. So many 5 years ago. By that time
you win demand.
By that time it's adverts. It's I will be back and say, Fumela, and I was here. Yeah. And you know what? I see that, and you are doing a great job, and you might have started this in a season of uncertainty.
Yeah.
But it takes exactly that for you to grow it to the level that Modimo wants this to go.
Amen.
And it will definitely.
Thank you. Amen.
It will definitely.
We receive
It will definitely do that.
Yes, please pray for us as we finish off. Thank you.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for this day. I thank you for Fumelani. And I thank you that Modimo, you made it possible. And I thank you, Modimo Lukileng Khore, when you have known this even before it happened. And Heavenly Father, I pray that you enlarge her territory. I pray that you bless her in abundance. I pray for Modimo Lukileng, when Modimo, where the paths are crooked, when Modimo make them straight. And I pray that Modimo Lukileng meet her at the point of her need. And I pray that Modimo Lukileng guide her. And I pray that, Father, help her to become a marketplace minister, because it's exactly Modimo Lukileng where you want us to be. And I thank you that, Lord, you've made it possible for her. And I know, Modimo, when you have trusted her with this, and I know she will grow in leaps and bounds. And I know, Modimo Lukileng, when are you gonna do her good? I thank you and I bless you. I give you all the glory. You are God, you never change, and you promised exactly that you will be with us. I pray that Modimo Lukileng, you bless her family, and I pray that Modimo Lukileng, you bless her in her new position, and I pray that you guide her through, Modimo Lukileng, and I pray that Modimo Lukileng, all that she needs, Modimo Lukileng, to take this to greater heights, Modimo, provide for her. I thank you, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please remember to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, to interact, to dance, to whatever.
to do everything.
To do everything that is possible. Love you so much until we see you again.